All right, is it time? I don't have a time on it.
6:05.
6:05. All right, it looks like we have a good audience. How many do we have watching so far?
186.
186. Wow, that is amazing. Here, can you stop the YouTube live? It's not working. All right, doesn't look like we've got YouTube live working just yet, so we're going to do some work on that. But we are so excited that you could join us tonight. Can we get a sound check? I think the sound is working okay now. Am I loud enough for you guys? Am I hearing?
I think it'll be a delayed response a little bit,
Okay.
so let's see.
I think I'm getting loud enough now that I started reading the comments. But just let me know if I'm not loud enough. We're watching the comments as we go. So I'm Krista Smiter. I'm the principal here at Harrison. We are so glad that you guys can join us today. And I'm so thankful that we have so many of you here tonight with us. Almost 200. That is so many more than what we expected. That is so exciting. We have posted on our Facebook page what you see here before you, the Welcome to Harrison PowerPoint. And you're not going to be able to see it all and read it all. However, you can go back and look, and then we will have questions and answers at the end. We will do our best to answer as many as we can, but like we said, we have a ton of people in here. We're hoping to get questions answered. We also hope that your child was able to check out the tour this morning. We sent it to your child's Google Classrooms via your child's elementary school. It was also posted on our Facebook page and websites this morning. There were several places that it went out. If they haven't done that yet, please feel free to do that afterwards. They can take our virtual tour. Yes, we will absolutely let them, before we come back to school on that scheduled pickup night, we're going to let them walk the building to be sure that they are comfortable. So we'll go ahead and put all those things out there. We want to be sure that you're comfortable coming back to school. So we are home of the Buccaneers, and our hashtags are Buccaneers Strong and Harrison Home. We want this to be your child's second home. So we're going to have our admin team introduce themselves. So I'm going to let them come on in.
Hi, everybody. Great to see you tonight. My name is Allison Bean, and I am one of the assistant principals here at Harrison. Can't wait to meet you.
And I'm Justin Falcone, another assistant principal here at Harrison.
Hi, Harrison Buccaneers. I'm Delilah Nastasi, and I am one of the counselors here. I did want to give you some information that we will be having a live Spanish version of this at 7 p.m. So, si usted le gustaría ver esta presentación a las 7 en punto, va a estar en español, ¿okay? Para que usted lo pueda ver con su familia.
Hello, Buccaneers. I'm Ashley Walker. I'm one of our counselors here, but when you guys come back to me in August, I'll be Ashley Wren. So don't be thrown off when you see that new name in there. And I'm going to share a little bit of information with you guys about Harrison. So first of all, I want to let you know about our hours and when we start school. So you get to sleep in a little bit this year. I know you guys started school pretty early in elementary school, but we don't even open our doors until 7:45. And at 7:45, students can come into the building and they can attend tutoring. We have tutoring almost every day of the week. Some of our clubs that you'll hear about later also meet in the morning time. Students can go eat breakfast, or they can go to the gym and wait until the school day starts. Around 8:07, 8:05, we start dismissing students in groups, and you'll go to your lockers. Yes, you get lockers. If you haven't checked those out on our tour yet, make sure you see that. Students will store all of their personal items in their locker, including their cell phones and personal devices, and then pick up their Chromebook and other materials for the day and go to their first class. Our first block actually starts at 8:15, so that's when the tardy bell rings, and so all students need to be in class by 8:15. Lunches, so we have several lunches throughout the day, and students will go with either their second or third block teacher, and the teachers walk them down to the lunchroom. Students are assigned a table by teacher, but then you get to kind of sit wherever you want, unless you have to get assigned seats. But for the most part, everyone gets to sit where they want. You get a little bit more freedom in the lunchroom this year. Make sure you check out that tour so you can see some of those specific things. And then dismissal is at 3:30. So school is from 8:15 to 3:30. All right, so as Ms. Snyder told you guys, our theme or kind of our brand is Harrison Home, and we believe in making this feel like home, and family is in your home. And so we have ships or families that all teachers are on, so you'll have your 4 core teachers in a ship or a family, and students are in those ships. And so these are our 5th grade ships. We have Black Pearl, Valor, Rising Sun, Dragons of Atlantis, Golden Bucks, and then El Conquistador is our dual language ship. We built lots of ship pride, and you'll get to hear about that throughout our presentation today.
All right, so I'm going to talk to you more about the team structure and what it's going to feel like throughout your day when you're at Harrison. So each one of you as a 5th grade student will have your 4 core classes within your ship. So ELA, math, science, and social studies will all happen within your ship. You won't necessarily go in the exact same order as all of your classmates, but you'll share the same teachers. So you might start in a class with one friend, let's say first block in math, but then you might go to science and your friend might go to ELA. You will also get to go to PE, and you will also have one of your electives every day. For electives, there are 4 that our 5th graders get to experience. We have art, career exploration, instrumental music, which is like band, and choir. In the fall, you will have A-B days where you'll get to experience 2 of those electives. So every other day you'll try those. And then in the spring, you'll try the other 2. So by the end of the year, you will have tried all 4 electives. And then once you are in 6th grade, you will choose either art, band, or choir to participate in every day for your 6th grade year. So if you're an incoming 6th grader watching, this is a little bit different for 5th and 6th grade. 6th graders, you get to choose one elective that you will experience all year long. Another fun thing that's different than elementary school is that you get to go to PE every day, which is really fun, but you do not need to worry about changing clothes for PE. You'll just go with your class, go to PE, and then go right back to class. For our advanced classes, so in 5th grade, you can take advanced classes if you or your parent are interested in that. Parents and students can choose between either advanced or regular classes for math, science, and ELA. There will be a form that is sent home to the families in order for you to make your selection. That could come out as early as this week, so be checking your email for that. You can be enrolled in 1, 2, or all 3 advanced classes. So for example, if you're really strong in math, you can take advanced math, but you could choose regular classes for the other 3 if you would like to do that. What is the difference between a regular and advanced class? When you get the form, there's going to be a lot of information explaining this, but the basic difference is that an advanced class is going to move a little bit faster than a regular class. It's going to have a higher level of rigor and some higher level questioning. So if you're really strong in a subject or you really enjoy a certain subject, you might like an advanced class. Another thing that may be different than your previous school is Buck Roundup. This is a time built in the middle of our day for intervention and enrichment specific to each Buccaneer. So Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, you will go to a class based on what you need. Your teachers will decide, hey, they need extra enrichment in math. Hey, they need extra support in reading. You'll go to a certain schedule with your normal ship teachers based on what you need. On Wednesdays is a fun family time or ship time. We are focused on relationship building amongst our team and having fun together in team building. So one week you'll get to do some fun team building activities with your classmates. And then on the other week, you'll spend some time with your teachers, doing work recovery, making sure that you're caught up in all of your classes and things like that. We also have our Wiley Way days on some Wednesdays as well. So you'll get to experience those with your ship during Buck Roundup too. We can't wait to see you.
All right, so now we're going to talk about some special services. A lot of you might be concerned about moving up into 5th grade, being ready for intermediate school. We want you to be comfortable, so we're here to tell you that everything that you've done so far, as far as your student services or your school records, are going to come along with you. Even right now, currently, our special education team, our Section 504 coordinator and counselors are all meeting together to meet the needs of all of our students. Those who are identified as GT will be placed in classes GT classes, through their ELA class, and then they'll also be placed in an advanced class for both math and science. Those who are interested in GT, who may not have been able to take the test so far, when we come back to school from our summer break, there will be a plan in place for that, but currently we do not have one at this time. Again, that will be in place when you come back from your summer break. Technology. So a new thing to you here in intermediate school is you will all be assigned a Chromebook throughout the entire year. This will be yours to keep. And the way we kind of operate this here at Harrison is we keep those in your 4th block class. It's your last block of the day. So in the morning when you get here, you'll go pick that up from your 4th block. At the end of the day, it'll stay in your 4th block, so it never leaves the school building. Go Guardian is a great tool that our district has purchased that we use on a regular basis. Go Guardian allows us to monitor what our students are doing online. It also blocks inappropriate content and sends alerts. So we're very proactive in staying on top of our technology and using it in the correct manner. Students will need to bring their own headphones. A lot of our teachers love to do videos in class. So make sure you supply your students with some headphones that they're allowed to bring to school. Ms. Walker earlier talked about lockers. Each of you will get a locker this coming school year. If you haven't seen that on our virtual tour, check those out. All your backpacks and personal devices such as cell phones will be kept in that locker throughout the day. They're not allowed in the classrooms. And if there's anything that you need to store in that locker, you're more than welcome to. You will need to provide your own lock. And your lockers will be assigned on the 2nd day of school. Now let's talk about dress code. Dress code is very different at the intermediate school than it is at the elementary school. Mondays is regular standardized dress. This includes pants, shorts, skirts and jumpers in khakis, brown, navy, or black. Polos must be worn or turtlenecked in a solid color. Logo should be smaller than a business card. Belt should be worn with pants, but shirts no longer need to be tucked in. We are going to make sure that we are keeping our pants up. If your shirt's untucked, we're not going to check and see if you have a belt on, but we do highly suggest that you have a belt on. It is in the dress code. The link to the YIT dress code can be found under the links on the Harrison website. Please read the dress code for specifics on what is allowed. If you have a question, call or email us. We'll be happy to answer that for you. Tuesday, again, is regular dress code. Wednesday is regular dress code as well. Thursday is our Thank College Thursday. You can wear your college t-shirts with your dress code attire on your bottoms, and then Buccaneer or Raider Spirit Pride up top on your shirts as well, and then your dress code bottoms. Looking forward to meeting all of you incoming 5th graders. Enjoy your time. We'll see you next year.
All right, Buccaneers, you're probably listening to all of this information and thinking, how will I possibly remember all of this when we start school in August? Don't worry, we have Camp Harrison for the first couple of days of school, and Camp Harrison is across the board, the whole school, and everyone is just learning how to become a Harrison Buccaneer. We go over all of these procedures, you learn all of the routines, just like when you were in elementary school. So you guys will have that opportunity to do that. We also have lots of team building and opportunities to build relationships with our teachers and get to know our classmates on those first couple of days of school. So they're a lot of fun and not as much academics, and then we dive into those later. Each of our ships will have their own reward systems that they will create, and so that looks different for each ship and is appropriate to each group of students. Sometimes there's recess, sometimes they have prize boxes or tickets or punch cards or different things that you can earn, and so it'll be really exciting to learn those things. And then as Ms. Bean had shared earlier, there's also our family time or a ship time that you guys will have, and a lot of times those rewards are given during that time. Our teachers teach and reteach all of our expectations throughout the year. We want our students to feel successful, and we use lots of positive behavior supports to do that. We also do Student of the Week each week. Every teacher gets to pick or each ship gets to pick a student that represents one of our Wiley Way characteristics, and we announce those students every Friday morning. We also have Golden Sword, and so if you watched the video, you got to see the flags that Mr. Falcone showed you guys in our main hallway. And so each week we pick a Golden Sword winner. So it's the ship that maybe they're doing really great academically, their behavior's been extra great, they've been showing some wily way behaviors and being extra kind to classmates of the community. And so they are represented and they get to raise their flag outside and fly it outside of the school, which is really cool. Our students really fight to get to do that.
And we love for our students to get involved. So we have a few clubs for you guys to look forward to. A few of our school-sponsored groups are UIL and Future Problem Solvers. We have Student Council and Smart Girls and book clubs. One of my favorite things are the student clubs because kids get to start their own clubs and with the help of a teacher. An example of a few of them are like the Cat Club this year, a soccer club, Future Writers Club, or Anime Club. And we do have some outside sponsored vendors like Chefsville Cooking Club and Drama Kids. This year, our 5th graders get to go to Adventure. It is very fun and it's super exciting. It is a TEAC-based science camp. Our dates for this year are October 28th through the 30th. Last year's cost was, for our students, was $165, and chaperones, it was $100. The payment is due in full by October 2nd. And you will get more information from your science classrooms.
Okay, 5th grade schedule pickup night is Tuesday, August 11th. Mark your calendar. This is when we will open up the school and we will have schedules ready for your Buccaneers. We will have classrooms open. We will have teachers available for you to meet. We will all be here so that you can meet us and we can greet you, and you can actually come in and physically tour the school before our kiddos come in. So that is the goal for Tuesday, August 11th. I saw a question on here that asked if this is the tour. No, the virtual tour is posted on the Facebook page earlier today. So you can take the actual tour that you can post it, and we can post it again too. So this isn't the tour. First day of school is Thursday, August 13th. That is the first day of school. So we do communicate with you frequently, probably not as much as you're used to being communicated with. Right now, we know that you are in email overload currently. But when we get back into school, I personally communicate with you once a week through my weekly s'more. It has any date that you will need to know. It has a list of dates of anything that is coming up and any important information that your Buccaneer will need to know. Any flyer that would have been sent home previously, we send those home through Peach Jar. And then, of course, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, or on Twitter. We do a lot of our posting there as well. We do have some questions that needed to be answered. We were watching, can our dual language kids sign up for advanced classes? Yes, absolutely. Miss Byram says yes, please. Headphones. We do use headphones very frequently. There was a question about shorts. Yes. Skirts. Yes, absolutely to both of those. And we will give students the opportunity to buy what is called ship shirts. They will have a shirt. Each ship will have a shirt that is made with their color, and it matches the flags that you saw earlier. And on Wednesday, once everyone gets their shirt in, they will be allowed to wear their shirt on Wednesday, just as part of school pride. Let's see, what were some of the other questions? There was a question about how high from the knee. We don't necessarily measure, but we say the Bermuda style shorts. So they need to be the longer length, probably about 3 inches from the knee, but the Bermuda style short. And do the girls have to wear a belt every day? We are If they have their shorts tucked in, yes. If their shirt is untucked, we are not lifting up their shirt to look. Ms. Sheps also wants you to know that future problem solvers went to state this year. This was the 7th year to go to state. So Ms. Sheps wanted you to know that. She is one of the future problem solvers coaches. She also wants you to know she highly recommends you go to adventure camp. And it's a knee level, a little bit above the knee, so about 3 inches above the knee. Do we provide bus transportation for children in dual language if we live less than 2 miles away? I do not know the answer to that question.
I'm not sure because of the 2 miles.
The 2 miles, I do not know the answer to that
I
question.
would say then go to the transportation and type in their address in August, and it'll tell them if they have a bus route or not.
Yes, that would be a question for, email me that question. Snapshotting to remember it. Restrictions on coats and jackets and outerwear. If it's outerwear and like a heavy coat, we ask them to put it in their locker. Hoodies they can wear throughout the day. Am I off camera? Okay, thank you. Let's see, do students need laptops for homework? No, they should not need any sort of laptop for homework. That can all be done at school. If you have access to one and there's something extra that they can do, they may be assigned something extra, possibly, but there's nothing that's going to be required of them to do. Bus transportation schedule, those will come out the week before school starts. All of that comes out the week before school starts. Requesting a teacher, you are welcome to request a teacher. There is absolutely no guarantee for a teacher. You can request, let me know how your child learns best. That's probably the best thing to let me know is how your child learns best. And so that we can place them. A lot of times it has to do with services children receive as to where they're placed. But you are welcome to email me that information. Homework can be due at any point in time. We don't have a homework schedule necessarily, but some teachers do have a homework schedule, so there's not like an elementary homework schedule. 6th graders choose electives, not 5th graders. I'm not sure if you have a 6th grader. If you have a 6th grader, email us which schedule they want, or email us which elective they would like. Anyone who is on the emergency contact list and with for a chaperoning, somebody asked who can chaperone. I'm assuming that's for adventure camp. They have to have the volunteer background check and they have to be involved with your child's like parent or grandparent or something like that. Do you need to do anything right now? Nope, you don't need to do anything at all right now. There's no registration, no nothing at all. What does a typical day look like? Your typical day would be coming in. If you're a bus rider, you're going to come in and go to the gym. If you're a car rider, you're going to come in and go to the cafeteria. And you're going to, Oh, okay, sorry. And then if you eat breakfast, you'll go eat breakfast. And then at 8:07, they go to their locker. They'll go to their first class. And from there, they will, they have 4 classes. And then into those classes, you'll have, right now, currently, 5th graders have an elective in the morning and PE in the afternoon. So there's 4 classes with elective in the morning and PE in the afternoon. And they'll have lunch sometime between 10:45 and 11:45-ish, off the top of my head. School supply list, we do not have that out currently. We have not gotten that far just yet, but those will come out probably at the end of July. Oh, good question about drop-off time. That's a very good question. We ask that students do not be dropped off before 7:45. 7:45 is when we open our doors. That is the best time to drop off your student. 7:45, 8:07 is when we let students come down the hallways. We do not have foreign language for fifth grade students right now. Yes, you can wear hoodies. If a child is in advanced classes, can they drop advanced classes throughout the year? Yes, they can, but it would be a conversation that we would need to have to be sure they're not missing any specific learning between here and there, because they may not go in the exact same order of learning. So we wouldn't want a child to miss fractions because they're not learning in the same order. Let's see. Is there a recess? Good question. Right now, yes, there is recess. The last 10 minutes of lunch, if students have finished eating, they are welcome to go outside for recess. So recess can be earned throughout the class time with their teachers. So teachers can take them outside for an earned recess, or there's a daily recess for their at the end of their lunchtime if they have finished eating their lunch. How will 504 students be handled? Their paperwork will follow them up from elementary school, and it will be the same as it was in elementary school. Is there AlphaBest? Yes, absolutely. We still have AlphaBest. As far as we know for next year, Watchdog, yes, as long as PTA is still running Watchdog, we welcome Watchdogs. Let's see. There is no pre-order at the intermediate level for school supplies. Can parents come eat lunch with their child? As of last year, yes, that was an allowed thing. I'm not sure if that will continue to be allowed. I do not have the answer to that question as of right now. Last year, yes, we did have parents eat with their kids. How many fifth graders are there typically? There are
480 this year.
We have almost 500 fifth graders coming in, and do they interact with the sixth graders? Not a ton. There's not any that have classes with sixth graders.
Except for alphaphonics.
Alphaphonics, there may be,
or intervention classes.
maybe an intervention class. There's a couple maybe overlap in those classes that have like maybe 5 kids in them. But in the hallways, fifth graders are with a teacher. They have, for the most part, separate hallways, but fifth graders are typically with their teacher when transitioning. So there's not a whole lot of interaction with each other. They have separate PE classes, separate electives,
Separate lunches.
So there's not a lot of
sides of the cafeteria in the morning.
separate sides of the cafeteria in the morning, separate gyms. So there's not a ton of interaction. Fifth graders don't pick an elective. Fifth graders get a taste of all 4 electives. So they're going to get to try all 4 of them. Lockers will be assigned the second day of school. Yes, if you are new to Wiley, you can register online. School shirts, the link will probably go out the first 3 to 4 weeks of school. Buses come in 2 rounds after school, so the first round will be sitting out back, or actually out front this year. Those of you who have had children at Harrison before, heads up, our parent line and our bus line are switching. If you lived with us through construction before, you know we've flipped it before. It's going to be flipped again. Our parent drive-through is going to be off of Pirate Drive again by the maintenance warehouse and by the cafeteria. Our bus loop is going to be in the front of the building. So we're going to go back to that, and our first round of buses will be waiting out front for the kids after school. The second round comes 10 minutes after that from Burnett. We don't have microwaves in 5th and 6th grade. That is a junior high privilege, and they get very excited about junior high and the microwaves. Will students be required to maintain a weekly assignment journal? I think that would be an agenda. We did not buy our students, we do not have agendas for our students this year. We're looking at something different for the upcoming year. I'm thinking that's what you're talking about. No, we're not requiring them to keep an agenda this year. How many dual language classes are in 5th grade? Four teachers. Yeah, I think that's what you're asking.
Mm-hmm.
Does non-dual interact with dual? Yes.
Electives, PE.
Yes.
Hallway,
Mm-hmm.
Lunchtime.
I don't know if they
Yes.
said everything I say that.
When do we get our IDs? IDs won't be until the first couple weeks of school starts. Would be when we start doing those. Electives are art, choir, band, and CCE, which is college and career readiness, just thinking about the future. Are there school sports? No, this is not like 7th grade school sports, but we do have some sport clubs that kids participate in. When can we purchase Spirit Wear? Spirit Wear will be, Spirit Wear will be sold on this date, the August, did I say 11th? Welcome.
Sorry?
Did I say August 11th? Is that the date that I had up here? Yes, the August 11th date. PTA will be selling Spirit Wear that night. I think that is about how many students per class. Depending, 20, 25, somewhere in there, maybe a couple more, maybe a couple less. It just depends on which class.
Advanced classes usually.
Advanced classes, regular classes. I think I have gone through most of the questions. You will know who the teachers are or who your child has on August 11th. That's when schedule pickup, sorry, I'm about to sneeze, when August pickup is, or August schedule pickup is on August 11th. We do not sell online school supplies through Sprouts, so there will be no online school supply sell prior to. The sports clubs will meet either before or after school. They have to wear a uniform. Do you mean a uniform to school, or are you meaning a uniform to the clubs, the after school clubs? I'm not sure which one you're meaning. Yes to school, no to the after school clubs. They can change and play. Okay, I think most of these comments have either been answered in the comments by each other. Like we have some teachers that are answering in the comments. Yes, uniform to school, yes. In the PowerPoint presentation, it shows you an outline of what to wear each day. If you go back on the Facebook page and click on it, you'll be able to see, or we're about to hit post on this. You can watch this again either way. Or if you have a question about a specific item, always feel free to email us and we can check out that specific item for your child. I think that is it. We have enjoyed getting to visit with you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate you being here. There were well over 200 of you here. We appreciate you guys. Thank you. Y'all have a great night. We look forward to meeting your Buccaneers. So, and the thing that we always tell our kids is be the good, do the good. Buccaneers strong.
Bye, guys. See you soon.